The Indus Water Treaty being suspended by the Indian government. A water war, if you will, has been waged. And this strike by the government has left Pakistan in a panic. Sample this. I'll show you images now from the Jhelum River, completely flooded in Pakistan. And while you may be thinking, shouldn't the suspension of this treaty actually lead to Pakistan going completely bone dry? Well, this is the reality, that there's a whole lot of uncertainty for Pakistan now. Some rivers could swell up like this. Some could go completely dry, which means essentially it's endless chaos and complete unpredictability for Pakistan, which is what India wants, which is why we've suspended the Indus Water Treaty. Now, we have for you a very special report coming up where 5 of our reporters tell you how exactly this treaty will be suspended from the 5 rivers that will be controlled now by India. Let me tell you about first the rivers of the Indus River system. So there are 3 western rivers, the Indus, Chenab and Jhelum. And the 3 eastern rivers are Ravi, Beas and Satluj. Now, India has control over the eastern rivers, which means that Ravi, Beas and Satluj are ours. Pakistan has control over the western rivers. This is what the Indus Water Treaty says. The government, therefore, is planning to block the flow of the 3 western rivers, which is Chenab, Jhelum and Indus, which means essentially Pakistan will suffer. How will they suffer? How reliant is Pakistan really on the Indus waters? The agricultural sector, well, is completely dependent on this river system. 80% of cultivated land relies on water from the Indus rivers, which is why farmers in Pakistan are panicking over the announcement made by the Indian government. But it's not just them. Cities in Pakistan are reliant on Indus for water supply, so they could go completely dry as well. There are also big, massive hydroelectric power projects that are on the Indus River. And finally, of course, the reduction in water may lead to economic disruption as well. So what really does it mean when we say that India has decided that there will be no Indus Water Treaty, that it's been suspended? Mind you that every decision that's taken on the water flow, on the amount of water, happens with the Indus Water Commissioners. That will no longer happen. There will be no sharing of hydrological data with Pakistan, which means that we can go ahead and build whatever project we want along the course of these rivers. We don't have to intimate Pakistan at all. No advance information will be given about any new projects that India plans to put up along the Indus. We can now go ahead and build dams without any objection. As per the water treaty previously, that couldn't happen. Now, India is saying we will go ahead and develop the valley as we deem fit. So essentially, this translates to good news for the people of Jammu and Kashmir. The development can happen without having to consult commissioners, officials and whatnot. There will be no field visits by a Pakistan team to Jammu and Kashmir. Every time a project is sanctioned, field visits take place. That will no longer take place. No publication of an annual report on exactly where the river flow is going, what water levels were sent across. None of that will be done. So let's get you our special broadcast now of our 5 reporters. You see them all around me. These are the reporters who will explain to you how in every single river that's part of the Indus, the tributaries of the Indus, exactly how India will ensure that it's cut off from Pakistan. Let's begin with the Jhelum River. It's one of the rivers that flow from India to Pakistan. It's a tributary of the Indus River. It originates in Anantnag at the foot of the Pir Panjal range. And this river makes its way into Pakistan, finally joins the Chenab River. Remember the videos I showed you in the beginning of the show? That one right there? That's the Jhelum, completely swollen, courtesy India. Here's Mir Farid's report from the Jhelum first.
Post the Pahalgam terror attack, India has launched a series of measures to put pressure on Pakistan and to make Pakistan understand that these kind of terror attacks, its nature of aiding and abetting terror will no longer be accepted by the Indian state. Now, it started with a slew of diplomatic measures, offensive, and one of them, which it seems has pinched Pakistan the most, is the Indus Water Treaty. India has suspended the treaty from their side and has also threatened that if this doesn't stop, it will definitely stop the waters. It will do whatever it can to ensure that Pakistan is penalized. Now, what is the Indus Water Treaty? Which are the rivers which form the Indus Water Treaty? Who is authorized to use water of which river, and basically the technicalities, because the common man, the layman, needs to know. It has a lot of technicalities around it, but just to ensure that we put it out in layman's language and in layman's term, if I have to explain it now, it definitely is advantage Pakistan when it comes to the IWT. How it has been shaped, signed, obviously it is these waters benefit Pakistan. They use maximum or around 80% they have benefited out of it, and India obviously is using lesser proportions. So this treaty quite clearly is favoring Pakistan, and this is why India, since it has decided to suspend it and probably also think of options where it can choke water, it can stop water. So this is something that is pinching Pakistan. There's no doubt about it, because they have reacted to it in a very aggressive way. Be it the politicians, the army generals, the opposition, they're all one, saying that if that happens, obviously that is a declaration of war from India. But to leverage this really on the ground, it will require India to have massive infrastructure.
So that's the report from the Jhelum River. Let's now get to a report from the Chenab River, which was allocated to Pakistan under the terms of the Indus Water Treaty. The Chenab flows from India into Pakistan. It's formed in the upper Himalayas in Lahaul of Himachal Pradesh and then flows into Jammu, finally into Pakistan's Punjab province. Sunilji Bhatt reports on how in Chenab too there's going to be a complete block on the water flowing into Pakistan.
Right now we are near India-Pakistan international border in Jammu's Akhnur sector. I am on board a boat on Chenab River. Government of India has carried out a major diplomatic strike on Pakistan, and now the flow of Chenab River, of Jhelum River as well as Sindhu River will be stopped. It's a long-term plan, it's going to take, but that's what the government of India has decided. For now, the 1960 Indus Water Treaty has been kept under suspension, which means that we are no longer bound to share any data with Pakistan, because as per the 1960 Indus Water Treaty, the control of Chenab, Jhelum as well as of Indus River was given to Pakistan. Control and rights of these rivers were given to Pakistan, with India having limited access to these water for hydroelectric projects as well as for irrigation purposes. But now the government of India has shown big will. Government of India has shown a strong will, and the government has said that Pakistan will be deprived of every drop of water of these three western rivers, including Chandrabhaga, that is Chenab River. The origin point of Chenab River is in Himachal Pradesh's Lahaul Spiti district, and then it flows through Chamba district of Himachal Pradesh, and then it enters Jammu and Kashmir. It flows through many districts of Jammu and Kashmir, Doda, Kishtwar, Ramban, Riyasi, and finally it reaches Jammu district's Akhnur town, which is a border town, and from a short distance from this place, it enters Pakistan. On that side is India-Pakistan international border, and this river enters Pakistan from that spot. I will just ask my camera person Neeraj Kumar to show you the pictures. There you see, that's the India-Pakistan international border.
Okay, now the father of rivers, the Indus River. It's called the father of rivers as all the others, whether it's Jhelum or Chenab, are all tributaries of the Indus River. This is a massive river, 3,180 kilometer river. It rises in Mount Kailash and then flows into Kashmir through Ladakh, finally into POK. Ashraf Ani gets you a report from the Gargado village in Kargil, which is where this river flows through.
मैं इस वक्त लाइन ऑफ कंट्रोल के आखिरी गांव पर हूं। गारगू ये गांव है जो यहां पर आपको दिख रहा है। इन पेड़ों के बीच में कुछ ही घर है यहाँ पर, और इसके पीछे जो पहाड़ी आती है ये लाइन ऑफ कंट्रोल है, और इसी पर करगिल युद्ध के दौरान पाकिस्तानी घुसपैठी बटालिक सेक्टर में घुस आए थे, जिनको यहाँ से 1 महीने के जंग के बाद खदेड़ा। और अब जबकि भारत और पाकिस्तान के बीच तनाव सीमाओं पर बढ़ रहा है, लाइन ऑफ कंट्रोल पर बढ़ रहा है, यहाँ पर भी लोग काफ़ी चिंतित है कि हो सकता है कि जिस अंदाज से 1965, 1971 1999 में यहाँ तनाव का माहौल बना, एक बार फिर वो तनाव का माहौल गर्मा सकता है। और वजह भी साफ है, क्योंकि अभी फिलहाल भारत और पाकिस्तान का तनाव इंडस वाटर ट्रीटी पर है, जिसको भारत ने कैंसिल किया है। पाकिस्तान में हाहाकार मचा है। पूरे पाकिस्तान की निर्भरता उसी पानी पर है जो इस इंडस रिवर से यहाँ से जाता है और पाकिस्तान में जाके जम्मू कश्मीर के बाकी दरिया, चाहे चिनाब हो, झेलम हो, तवी हो, निवास हो, सभी दरिया जितने भी हैं, वो उनका पानी भी आखिरकार पाकिस्तान में जाकर इसी सिंधु यानी इंडस रिवर में मिलता है और जाके फिर ये दरिया कराची में समंदर में लिप्त हो जाता है। लेकिन पूरे पाकिस्तान को न सिर्फ सराबोर करके, बल्कि उनकी खेती, उनकी बिजली, उनका व्यवसाय इसी पानी पर निर्भर है। और यही कारण है कि पाकिस्तान काफ़ी चिंतित है यदि भारत सरकार इंडस के इस पानी को रोकती है या फिर डाइवर्ट करती है। अशरफानी, गारगार गुगांव, लाइन ऑफ कंट्रोल।
Okay, our next report is from the beautiful Ravi River, which is actually part of India's share in the Indus Water Treaty. It originates from Himachal Pradesh, and this river is the smallest of all the other trans-boundary rivers of India and Pakistan. Asim Basi filed this report for us as water from this river, as I highlighted, remains with India.
India has now suspended the 1960 signed Indus Water Treaty, in which it intends to block every drop of water going to Pakistan. We are at the Indo-Pak border, and you can see we are at the river Ravi, which originates from Himachal Pradesh, goes through Pathankot, Gurdaspur, Samba areas, and then finally from the Indo-Pak border in the Ramdas sector, Ajnala sector, it merges into Pakistan. You can see the visuals. Now the picture you're seeing on that side where the camera is, that is Pakistan, and whatever flow goes, it goes to Pakistan, and Pakistan uses it for irrigation and agricultural fields. Although India has primarily control of this river, but now, although India has a Ranjit Sagar Dam in Pathankot and the Shahpur Kandi Barrage controlling major part of it and blocking its route to Pakistan, but whatever leakage goes now, with a strong signal against terrorism and against Pakistan, India intends to block this river Ravi's flow to Pakistan and ensure that Pakistan gets a tough lesson for spreading terrorism against India, and now no drop of water goes to it through this river Ravi. From River Ravi, with camera person Greece, is Wasim Basi, India Today.
And before I bring in our panelists, one final report from the Vular Lake. Why are we talking about a lake? Well, the Jhelum actually comes into this lake, and it's here that the flow of the river is actually controlled. Arvind Ojha reports from the Vular Lake. This is in capital, Srinagar.
अगर वुलर लेक की बात करें तो वुलर लेक साउथ एशिया की फ्रेश वाटर की सबसे बड़ी झील है। सामने की तरफ आप ये देखेंगे तो ये वुलर बैराज है। ये जो आप देख रहे हैं मिट्टी का वुलर बैराज है। 1990 में इस वुलर बैराज को बनाने की कोशिश की गई ताकि पानी को रोका जा सके, लेकिन आतंकवादियों ने ऐसा होने नहीं दिया। 2004 में कोशिश की गई, तब आतंकवादियों ने आईईडी से इसे उड़ा दिया। 2012 में उमर अब्दुल्ला की सरकार आई तो एक बार फिर से इस बांध को बनाया जाने लगा। तब पाकिस्तान ने आपत्ति जताई कि इस वुलर बांध को बनाना इंडस वाटर ट्रीटी का उल्लंघन है। उसके बाद ये बांध नहीं बना, लेकिन अब इंडस वाटर ट्रीटी रद्द कर दिया है भारत सरकार ने। ऐसे में जो ये बांध है इसको बनाने का रास्ता साफ हो गया है, और इस बांध के बनने से झेलम नदी का जो पानी है उसका प्रवाह रोका जा सकता है, क्योंकि झेलम नदी का पानी पाकिस्तान की तरफ जाता है। कैमरामैन अजय ठाकुर के साथ वुलर लेक से अरविंद ओझा, आज तक।